This week on Kentucky Afield, we're headed south to Dale Hollow, and we're showing off a cold water technique that's known for catching big fish.
There's what we come looking for right there.
Next, the beagles are singing in western Kentucky as we're in Trigg County hunting cottontails. Then we find our way to Louisville and revisit the 2017 NASP Championship. It's all next on Kentucky Afield.
Dear Mom, I know a secret. You're a kid too. Salado is open and open for fun. We can go see deer, wink at wildcats, and giggle at that big black bear. You know he's your favorite. There's enormous elk, awesome aquariums, and we can even take a picnic lunch. And if you're really good, I'll let you take me back again.
The Salado Wildlife Education Center in Frankfort. Come prowl a while.
Yeah, we got one. Sweet.
A muskrat?
Yeah.
Good job.
What do you know about that, man? That's a good fish, man.
Nice male smallmouth, healthy, pretty colors.
Cody, here. Find us one more good pheasant, Cody.
As biologists, we catch ducks and we place bands on them.
And it's just a really excellent place to see cottonmouths.
What do you think?
That was pretty fun.
Hello and welcome to Kentucky Afield. I'm your host, Chad Miles. Join us as we journey the Commonwealth in search of outdoor adventure. There are many techniques that are perfectly suited for catching wintertime fish, but for suspended fish, very few techniques beat the float and fly. Well, you've been coming down here for how many years?
I've been coming here since 1979.
And you've been
I was
guiding?
a senior in high school when I started coming over here.
You've been guiding here for how long?
13 or 14 years, I can't remember.
You know, and most people know you. You're a nighttime guy.
Right, yeah.
You love the nighttime fish, but at this time of year, it's cold enough during the day. You don't need to go out at night, do you?
It's dangerous to be out at night.
Yeah.
I have fished this time of year at night.
Yeah.
But I was younger, a lot younger. It's dangerous to be out there. I want to be able to go tomorrow if I can.
So this is kind of the technique that you have picked up for your wintertime fishing that you really enjoy, and you've perfected.
There's other things that I do also that I really enjoy, but this right here it's fun. You get every ounce of fight out of a fish.
For someone who enjoys the float and fly method like you do, this is an ideal winter. You want it cold, don't you?
You can't ask for any better than what we've had this year.
Oh, yeah.
As far as the fish doing what you need them to do to catch them on the float, but it has been tough as far as getting out here. I'm old and cranky and I don't care nothing about fishing that real cold weather. I just can't do it.
7, I tell you what.
Yeah, there's been some people out here though when it was in the low teens and stuff. And my hat's off to them, but I'm not going to do it.
I've seen enough pictures you've sent so far this year to know you've been on some fish, and big ones.
This is a method that catches good fish. I've had 2 over 6 pounds on the float and fly.
When someone hears that you're throwing a bait that small and they hear you're catching 6-pound fish, they almost go, I got to see it to believe it. But I've seen it, and I've seen a lot of people catching them.
Bait smaller than that'll catch it.
It'll catch them, that's for sure. A little more?
Oh, all right, that's plenty. Oh, there he is.
There we go.
There we go.
Get this on this side.
There we go, bobber down. They're still wanting to come to the top of the water. It's the biggest thing I ever seen in my life.
It's freezing cold outside. They won't come up here and jump.
Yeah. Watch him, he's gonna come up.
Look at there, beautiful fish. I tell you what, that gets in your blood there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Catch there we go. Big old fish like that, big old thick, fat, healthy fish like that.
Nice.
On a 9-foot buggy whip.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's a good one there,
That's a good
boys.
fish.
Look where that bait's at.
You think he wanted it right in the roof of the mouth?
He eat that one. Just a little over 20.
20 inches, I'll say. That's about 20 inches, I'm gonna guess. It's a good fish. Good, thick, healthy fish.
That fish weighs 4.5.
4.5 pounds.
Yeah, good 20, solid 20 incher.
That's a good one. That's a good way to get started. Uh-oh.
Got him. There you go.
Here we go.
Mr. Chad.
This is where it gets pretty exciting. You get a fish this size on a big old long rod like this. You guys got it doubled over.
Try not to horse him too hard. Remember, it's a little hook.
Yeah, we don't need to go pulling it out, do we?
Katie won't come up. That's a largemouth.
Largemouth. Sure is. What do you know? Hey, catches all kinds of species.
Oh yeah, it'll catch them all. Well, I would have never dreamed of a largemouth being on this river channel point like that, but
They do crazy things, don't they?
yeah, they go where the food's at, and he looks like he's been eating too. Got a belly on
Look at that
him.
big old belly on that joker. You know what? Like I say, we come out here to try to catch brownfish, but we'll take whatever we
Oh
want.
yeah, it's a bite. It's a pull down.
It was a pull down.
and it was fun.
Bent that rod pretty good. Uh-oh, here we go.
Oh man,
I thought he'd come off there.
oh he's ripped the handle out of my hand. That's a big fish right there. Yeah,
Go.
there's what we come looking for right there.
Now you take a fish like that on a 9-foot rod or 9.5-foot rod and have it bent over like that fighting. I'll tell you what,
You got your hands full.
you do have your hands full.
That's a pretty fish right there.
That is a good
Put a
fish.
tail on that fish.
That's where they get their power.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one. What do you think? 19.5, 20 inches?
Yeah, it probably is.
That's a good fish.
It's 4-pound fish.
Off to see you another day.
What we got here is braid. It's got longevity and it's got castability and it's user friendly. That's why I use it. And to use braid, I have to go with a 3-way swivel because you would have to wrap your line on the bobber, and then it has a tendency to not want to stay in the same place. See how easy it slides up and down? So I can't use the bobber for that reason on the braid. That's the reason for the 3-way swivel.
A 3-way swivel is simply just that. It's just it's a barrel and it's got 3 little leads off of it. You've tied onto one. You take and put your bobber on the other,
On
and
the
the
other.
third one is simply your
My leader.
Your leader.
Right, and I'm gonna use fluorocarbon for my leader there.
Okay.
And I use 8-pound test.
All right. So there you got one left,
Right,
and you take your leader off here, and you're going somewhere between 9 and
12 foot, right.
feet.
I like to do 10 and a half, 11.
Okay.
That's me.
All right.
Now, we've got the baits.
Here comes the whole host of options that you've got
Yeah,
here.
it's endless, really. I mean, you can use anything that imitates a minnow. This is the classic float and fly. It is a craft hair fly. You've got the hair, you've got the duck, and there's something else that I use, and it's just a plastic minnow. And they're all 1/16 ounce. And that's all you need for that little bait to dangle underneath that float.
This is what we caught them on today. We could have probably caught them on whatever. This is
Right.
this just seems to be a little bit easier. Uh-oh.
There you go, there you go. Bobber down. It's the new wave of fishing the float and fly now. It's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
It's a big secret for many, many years. It's no secret anymore. We're trying to imitate a minnow.
Yeah.
What looks to you more like a minnow?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, it's a technique that's fantastic for cold water. It's something different. If you thought, you know what, I need something, I want some confidence and I want to get into wintertime fishing, this is a really good way to go out and get some confidence to catch some fish in the winter. But there's a multitude of ways to catch them.
Yeah,
Float is just one tool, one aspect, one way to do it.
Exactly. And the float and fly will bring the kid out in
It's
it.
a lot of fun. And I'll tell you what, I've really enjoyed being out in the boat with you today. I appreciate you showing us how to tie this fly up, how to present it, and hey, it works. We caught fish. You caught some good fish today.
Yeah, I was lucky. I was lucky.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate you.
Oh, yes.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
If you're interested in float and fly fishing and would like some additional information, check out the 2017 winter issue of Kentucky Afield magazine. Our rabbit season just closed, and man, was it a great season. Let's take a look back at one of my favorite hunts.
Shorty is ready to go.
This is my first time in Cadiz.
Oh, really?
Yep, first time ever.
Welcome to Katie's.
Yeah, looks like my kind of place. So we're here in Trigg County today with Brad Wheatley. Now Brad may look familiar to you because last time we were on the water together.
We were a little warmer too.
Hey, but you know what? I love the fishing part, but this is maybe one of my favorite things to do. Hunting behind a couple dogs like this, you can't beat it. Got a couple of your law enforcement buddies out with you today.
Well, true. As some of you know, I'm retired.
Yeah.
Retired state trooper, and I have two other troopers with me that's retired. One's retired post commander Nathan Kent, and the other one's retired assistant post commander Rudy Adams.
All right, fantastic. Well, I'll tell you, you got some great dogs, and looks like this piece of property ought to hold some bunnies.
It will, it will. We're not in the prime of it right now, but we're going to get there. We've got two young dogs. They don't know when to bark yet and when not to, but they're learning. This is their first year on the ground. Two of them are old, experienced dogs. That's ones you're not hearing, and the other ones they're young, but they're coming.
They're doing that just to keep us interested.
Well, it keeps me wondering what are you doing here? All right, they're headed into
We
the
better
spot.
get after
We might
them.
ought to go up there and check on that. That's a new rabbit hot trail.
That sounds really good. Coming right at you, coming at you.
Yep, in here, Dad. Yep, in here. Good boy. Yep, in here.
Now these dogs they're stoked.
They're stoked, and they're probably now on the second phantom rabbit that who knows where it came from that just ran by everybody a while ago.
Well, while we were sitting down here watching this corner, we saw the other rabbit take off
Right.
out this fence line out there in that field. So we were just making our way that way when a second rabbit come up. Who knows? Could be 2 or 3 more in here.
There could be. It's a great place.
Look at
to
that.
hunt. There goes a rabbit outside. There he goes. Doggone it.
As we speak.
Now we're rabbit hunting.
There's 3 rabbits at least right there.
In that pod, yeah. Up, rabbit. Rabbit up.
Rabbit.
All right. Find him in here. Put him up. Find him. Find him. Put him up. See if we can cut this thing off a little bit.
This rabbit was coming back down through that heavy brush, sneaking his way out of harm's way. But conversely, he is now headed for the dinner table.
Now that is a big spot with some rabbit habitat though. Well, Mike, you've got a beautiful piece of property,
Thank you, sir.
and it holds a lot of game. What makes the rabbit hunting so good is that you've left plenty of area on the fence lines.
We got some good buddies that we hunt with every year, and families growing up enjoying the hunt, and we just try to leave the natural habitat for these animals.
It's really about training dogs.
Oh, it's every day is a dog training day. It's all about the dogs. If I didn't have dogs, even if I had a place I knew I could go kill rabbits, I probably wouldn't, because I'm more interested in training the dogs. You know there's a rabbit in there somewhere.
There you go.
Told you there was a rabbit in there. Oh yeah, we got that one. Yeah, that's what you've been after. You're a good dog. Here, you're easy now.
That was a nice shot.
Thank you, sir.
Yep, in here, dead.
It's always good to let them find the rabbit that's been killed, and that way they'll stop trying to straighten that track out. Once they know that rabbit's dead, then they'll leave that track alone completely. Good, 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 good. Now they got over there to Nathan's rabbit that he killed a few minutes ago. So now they know that's a dead track. They know this is a dead track, so when they come back in here, they won't be bothered with that scent or those two rabbits anymore, and they'll go to find them another rabbit.
Dog's doing good.
They're not a bad pack. I've had better, Chad, but this is not a bad pack. That short dog is showing some real promise.
Look at that nose.
That's a 1.5-year-old dog, and he's as good right now as some dogs I've bought and paid good money for that were supposed to be good.
Right here, right here. Right, coming at you. Coming out. Another one, watch out.
What you got to find is a young dog, a pup dog, that just loves to hunt. He doesn't have to have the best nose in the world, but he has to want to hunt, and he's got to hunt them like he's mad at them. Little short dog. See, look at him, look at him. See, he wants them. I mean, you got to have them. That's my kind of dog. That's what I'm looking for in a dog, one that just won't give up trying to get the rabbit.
This is my first trip down to Cadiz, and I'll tell you, good habitat, a lot of game, great dogs, and some passionate outdoorsmen. So it was more than I expected, I'll tell you. It was a great time.
We've had a big day. It's been fun.
A lot of fun.
Glad you got to meet.
Staying on rabbits, you got a beautiful piece of property here.
Thank you.
Kept us on rabbits the entire time. Dogs did good. All of them have a little bit of blood on their tail, which means we know they worked hard and stayed in the briars.
They did do that.
And obviously they pushed a bunch of rabbits back around to us. Thanks again, a lot of fun. I enjoyed being out with you guys.
Appreciate it.
A lot of fun.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now let's check in and see who's catching what and where in this week's fishing report.
Hi, this is Kevin Fry with your Eastern Fisheries District report. Recent flooding has lakes high and muddy or at mid murky. If heading out with your boat somewhere, use caution for floating debris, and with changes in water elevation at the launch sites. Recent trout stocking at Paintsville Lake and Milo Lake, Martin County would be opportunities. At Paintsville Lake, there could be chance that ramp at Marina and State Park is closed, as it was early in the week due to flooding. However, parking locations out towards the dam can furnish fishing locations for bank anglers. Small farm ponds will offer some good fishing now with slightly warmer weather for most part. Larger bass will be aggressive hitting a variety of artificial baits. Also, bluegill and catfish in these ponds, their feeding activity will be picking up with the warmer water temps now. They should also provide you some good fishing.
Hi, this is Eric Cummins with your Southwest Kentucky Fishing Report. Barren River Lake is up near Summer Pool and stained, but dropping. Look for bass and crappie up in the shallower haunts, enjoying that warmer water. Green River Lake likewise is up and near Summer Pool, stained and falling. Look for bass, crappie, and muskie in the back halves of coves and cuts. Jerk baits, broken back minnows, swim baits, good options for bass and muskie there. Male walleyes are starting to stir. Fish low light periods on the dam face, and also the riffle areas in Robinson and Green Rivers above the lake, using swim baits and curly-tailed grubs. As always, good luck and good fishing. Be sure your life jacket's got your back.
This is Marcy Anderson with the Fishing Report for Southeast Kentucky. Recent rains have muddied up the lakes and rivers in the district and have brought lake levels up rapidly. There are some clear water areas to be found on Lake Cumberland and Laurel River Lake down around the dam area, so try fishing long sloping points using jigs to target smallmouth bass. It's also the time of year to be fishing the Cumberland tailwater just below Wolf Creek Dam for walleye, sauger, and striped bass that are feeding on shad that are coming through the dam. Jigs and minnows are good options to try. With the excess rains, be sure to check the generation schedule on the TVA website when planning your fishing trip. Elsewhere, rainbow trout were recently stocked in the Finns Lakes at Logan Hubble Park near Stanford and Brickyard Ponds near Barberville. Wood Creek Lake was also recently stocked. A variety of baits can be used to target trout during this time of year, including small crankbaits, spinners, and corn. So good luck and stay safe out on the water.
In anticipation of this year's State NASP tournament, let's take a look back at last year's. We're here in downtown Louisville, and this is the Kentucky State Championship of the archery in the schools. If you got a child you're trying to get involved in extracurricular activity, archery just might be the key. Lisa, you're with the Department of Fish and Wildlife, and you're their state archery coordinator. Wow, you have got a ton of kids here this weekend.
It is unbelievable. We have 6,220 archers representing 302 schools.
That seems like it's up from last year. You got more kids?
We have increased by 50%. We could probably increase 100%, but we're limited to facility size.
You give a kid a bow and arrow and get them shooting, most kids love it. They just want more and more and more of it.
They love it. That's the purpose of the program. Introduce archery during the school day. Give every child a chance to get a bow in their hand to see what archery is about. Most of the time, they're hooked. They want to continue shooting.
I'm looking around. This event looks not only bigger with people, you've got more activities going on today than in past years. What kind of score are you trying to shoot today?
Hopefully upper 270s.
Okay, that'd be a good score.
270s.
Okay.
285, 290.
Okay. Any of you guys bow hunt?
Oh yeah.
Okay, all of you bow hunt?
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool. We'll step up there and we'll shoot. I'm sure you guys will put me to shame, but we'll see how it goes.
I don't know.
This is some of the fun things you get to do if you come to the State NASP tournament. All right, fellas, here we go. Got one! Good luck to North Laurel. I hope you guys finished well today. I know some of you guys are really good shots, all of you, and you did a good job out there.
Thank you.
And also notice that they're shooting 3D targets. There's actually an IBO section, right?
We have IBO 3D Challenge, very first time here at the state tournament. The kids that have shot bullseye also get a chance to shoot 3D if they'd like to. The Department of Fish and Wildlife is here. Students that have completed their hunter ed studies online are coming here to do their range work to get their hunter safety card.
So I'm here with Jackson Lee from Hopkinsville. How's archery different?
You got really nice coaches and you don't get yelled at a lot there.
Well, I'll tell you what, you got good form. I know you got a good coach. You're going to be dropping those 290s, 295s in before you know it. I'm sure it's right around the corner. You do a little hunting too, don't you?
Yeah.
Thought about bow hunting yet?
Yeah, I really want to do that sometime soon.
So I'm here with Sierra Jones. We just saw you come off the shooting line, shooting as an individual, right?
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about what that means.
I'm representing my school. It's my first time doing this, so I was the only Butler County high schooler on the line.
Well, you seem like you're doing pretty good. You look very comfortable up there.
I just love archery, like it's my life.
Well, I'll tell you what, you never have to stop. You can shoot archery forever. Now, let's see who else is out there having fun as we check out this week's Ones That Didn't Get Away. Here we have 7-year-old Jace Parton with his 7-point buck that he took during the crossbow season in Adair County. Nice job. Here's a nice bull elk taken by 11-year-old Lexi Sparkman of Viper, Kentucky. She took this 5x5 in Perry County, Kentucky. Now this is exactly how I first started hunting, with a breakdown shotgun, just like Brady Wells here with his 410 shotgun while squirrel hunting on the family farm. Nice job. Here we have Jim Mercer with his nice 5-pound bass that he caught in a private pond. Here we have Bradley Branham, who caught this nice catfish here out of Tigert Creek. This fish was caught while noodling. Nice job. Here we have a picture of 2-year-old Harrison Mulberry's very first time fishing. Looks like he caught a nice bluegill. Congratulations. NASP archers come in all shapes and sizes. In the upcoming weeks, we're going to take a look at a very unique local archer. And remember, hunting and fishing on private property is a privilege. Always ask permission and thank the landowner. Until next week, I'm your host, Chad Miles, and I hope to see you in the woods or on the water. Hello, I'm Chad Miles, host of Kentucky Afield, the longest running outdoor show in the nation. I've had the privilege of watching Kentucky's elk herd grow to the largest in the East and to Boone and Crockett status. As host, I've shared in some amazing elk hunts right here in Kentucky. This year, 700 hunting tags will be available to the public. And with Kentucky's Pick 4, you can enter in all 4 categories. Simply apply online by April 30th for your chance to hunt elk right here in Kentucky.